23rd place after the pit stop under this caution flag for Larson. So Wallace, Elliott, Hamlin, Gilliland, Nemechek, the top 5. How about John Hunter Nemechek? Didn't push on that traffic after the gun block and try to pitch his way out into the Since the restart, Kyle Larson has earned 6 spots forward. Martin Truex Jr. 5, John Hunter Nemechek 4, and more for Nemechek. Truex now around Briscoe for 11th spot, and Ryan Blaney around Tyler Reddick for 7th. The fastest lap. With many in regards to the pit stop strategy. He and Bubba Wallace both pitted on lap 52. Most others pitted on lap 70.
And it's a fucking thing.
There's on the Kyle Busch strategy. Hasn't stopped in some time.
He has the, Richard Petty has 7. Dale Earnhardt has 7. But I think that Jimmy Johnson has the most championships of all time with 8. I'm pretty sure. But I can't look it up because I can't see my fucking screen. I'm pretty sure though.
Ago that brought the extra stop in, cost of the track position, so now trying to dig out of the hole and see if he can get back closer to the front. 15 laps to go in this second stage. We're past halfway in our Brickyard 400.
Past halfway, huh?
Breeze makes it alright right now.
Yeah. Nobody saw that, did they?
I saw it.
From lap 38 to lap 86. And back at the medical center, Anthony Calhoun has a problem.
All right, guys, here we're going to monitor, and I'm glad to see that you're okay. That was a hard hit. So take us through what happened. We just got back here.
past halfway now to the end.
He's going to find himself a little over a lap down to Bubba Wallace as the 30-year-old, originally from Mobile, Alabama, drives his U.S. Air Force Toyota from 2311 Racing.
Beer hand.
Lead by 1.16.
Beer hand.
Finished third here back in 2019.
Beer hand. No!
I know you got caught up in that mess out there. Take us through what happened.
Motherfucking cigarette, folks.
You know, you restart back there. I mean, everybody's going to be aggressive. You know that is the best time to make up positions. And I was right behind the net.
Whatever they do to these motherfucking engines, man, they got these motherfuckers roaring.
It's broke. And even
They got these engines souped up, don't they?
This place is still high speed. And I didn't want to add
A little bit.
really to make up for nothing there. So we'll regroup and take as much time off, and we'll be ready to go soon.
Motherfucker. Wouldn't that be something?
It is very welcome.
They need a break, and they're going to get it for the next couple of weeks while the television program
slice of
focuses
Hold on. Wait. He wants a slice of pizza. I don't even know where the fuck that is, dude.
I know, they were really good.
I got this over here.
Gives you an indication that 2311
We can get a slice
team and how
later.
good they have been here at the Brickyard
That's just
this
too
weekend.
much here. We gotta watch it. If you want to go to Side-Town and then over, we gotta watch it.
Here for Bubba Wallace. Arnold's NASCAR playoff standings. So Bubba Wallace
Looks like you're going slow
just
on the
beyond
straight,
the cut line.
The straightaways is over 200.
Playoff spot. Bubba win in this second stage is worth
this Indy 500, all that right there, and all that would be cool.
Red line violation. He served at lap 29 when he went to 34th place, a lap and a half now. That is the rest of that has now led the most laps he has in an individual race of this season. It led 15 laps.
Fucking meteorologists. What's their job? Nothing. They ain't got no motherfucking job. Except predictions that they're always wrong about. Would you like to drive one of those? Huh? Yeah? Hell yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Going 200 mile an hour? No?
It's a different strategy. You don't see others coming down pit road at this time. So as you said, Paul Wolf, the crew chief, making a strategy call here with Joey Logano.
And they're smaller, and they're exposed. The driver is exposed. Yeah. Yeah, the Indy cars. The Grand Prix cars. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the wheels were exposed and everything. Yeah. Tiny ass little car going 225, dude.
Of our 160-lap Brickyard 400.
Oh, we only got 60 laps left. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be more than that.
250 miles into the books here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
So it's so it must be a 2.25 mile track then, something like that.
What do you think? Been pretty interesting so far, I think.
I would agree, and we talked before the race, Alan, leading up to the green flag today, the different options that these teams were going to have from a strategy standpoint, and we're seeing that play out.
Next stage.
Drivers make up for some misuse. A penalty earlier in the day, Martin Truex, who we've documented his issues at the beginning of the race, up inside the top 10.
That'd be crazy if she's driving. Rookie of the year. For sure.
Course in the world with Vince Welch. I'm Alan Westbrook, and House Anthony Calhoun controlling the pit garage areas for us today. Really interesting, really tactical race. And from what we've seen off these restarts today, there's still a lot of wildness yet to come, I think.
Well, that's like Daddy said I was back there. And that's one thing you want to avoid is being back there, because that's where the chaos ensues and you can be victimized pretty quickly. So they've done a great job, these teams have, getting to the final stage. Now it's go time, it's win time, and we're going to see who's going to do it.
So from what you've seen so
fuck these TV commentators. I'm the #1 commentator, motherfuckers.
Variety of drivers that I would say are feeling confident enough to get it done, but I like the way Denny Hamlin has just kind of lurked around today up toward the front. And if I had to pick one, I think I'd go with the 11 right now.
Yeah, Denny's been solid all day. Tyler Reddick still hasn't gotten back to the front yet after getting shuffled back in that last stretch of strategy, but he's still right there in the hunt. And a set of pit stops to maybe shuffle up the whole track position thing again.
Getting you a tan in, right?
Stage break.
We talked about Chase Elliott making up for the mistake earlier. Truex overcoming the mistake.
Those sound good, don't they?
Strategy place here. That big knot we had rushing toward the pit exit last time under the yellow flag. Watch out for that right now.
And then when they're growing, they're growling.
Yeah.
Wallace making his way to his stall. Here's Hannah.
And a nice open pit stop with 4 Bubba Wallace. It's also a smooth entry for that team. Getting 4 Goodyear tires in Sunoco fuel. Relatively silent on the radio as far as the handling. That green Integra came out. Bubba came over the radio to Booty and said, "Finally, we won a stage. I would love to see it absolutely pour right now here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway." The team right now in high spirits and feel very good about the overall handling and their chances here today at the Brickyard.
Very interesting split strategy decision here. A lot of people stayed on the racetrack. A lot more than I thought would. Look at that front of the field and all the people that stayed out. Hamlin, Nemechek, and Stenhouse. Truex Jr. staying out under this yellow flag, I believe. So we've got a big shuffle in the running order here, and we'll let him come back around to the start-finish line and reset the scoring, and then give you the update on the bigger picture as we get ready to go back racing in this final stage of the event.
Well, we've mentioned strategy multiple times today, Alan, and the strategy doesn't just play in when you come to pit road. Sometimes it's a play in when you don't come to pit road and you stay out. And we've seen that from those that you mentioned. Decided not to come down for service here at the end of stage 2.
I looked at the thing. The tickets are the same price as this.
So if you'll get the window
500.
signal and the
Same fucking
choose when they
thing.
come back to the main straightaway this time. And we're going to go racing with 56 laps to go in our 160 lap scheduled distance. So Denny Hamlin back out in front of this race. Last pitted at lap number 70. Saving some fuel under the, let's see, we had one.
Number 11, Denny Hamlin. What the fuck? Nope.
How that strategy may work for you at the very end of the race. So always an opportunity, certainly under caution, to save, but if you want to save, every chance you get.
Track position is king. So here they are, 1 to go, and the choose. So Denny Hamlin leads. John Hunter Nemechek is second, but Stenhouse is third.
And all the caution laps and the like the breaks in between the stages laps, those count toward the whole.
Daniel Suarez 9th.
Yeah.
Justin Haley is 10. Austin
would
Dillon
literally
is
be here
11th.
forever if they did.
Kyle Busch
Yeah.
is 12th. Austin Cindric is 13th. Eric Jones had stayed on the racetrack. He's coming back. He's back down the pit road here for a stop late. Maybe trying to set themselves up to just go to the finish on a shorter stop. Tyler Reddick is also on the pit lane here. Reddick in and out of the pits here with 57 laps to go. First off the pit lane from the stops under the yellow flag was Corey LaJoy. He's in 17th for the restart. 2 tires for LaJoy, 2 tires for Carson Hosemore in 18th. Bubba Wallace, who led the
I wish
field out
Jeff
of the pit
Gordon
lane,
was still
is
racing.
in 19th with
I don't know
4
if you heard
tires,
that name before.
followed by Ryan Blaney in 20th.
He's
I am
from
an American.
he's
So
from
the clock
Pittsburgh,
thickens
Indiana.
As we get set to go
5
racing
miles
here
from
with
Brownsburg.
only 56 laps to
The
go
road that
in
goes through the
Brickyard
city
corner.
or
you
through
make
the
point,
town.
Alan, that,
It's called
you
Jeff
come back
Gordon
down for a
Boulevard.
splash, and,
Yeah, we'll have to visit that
this is an
sometime.
opportunity. The more fuel you have now in your car, the
There's
less
too much to
fuel
see in
you're
one
going
trip.
to have to put into the car in that final pit stop. And of course, the less fuel you have to put in, the quicker that stop can be.
So you see the double up as the pace car, Chevy Camaro. ZL1 leads the field to turn number 3. It'll be Hamlin inside with Stenhouse behind him. John Hunter Nemechek outside with Mark Truex Jr. behind him. And first off the pit lane from the stops was LaJoy. He's back in 17th now. Joey Logano, who remember just stopped under the green before the end of the stage. Pace car is off. Here they come to the restart zone. Denny Hamlin hits the gas, and we're green flag racing.
Green flag. Oh shit.
To go. Hamlin is gone in the race lead. What a great restart for Denny Hamlin.
Stenhouse looks like he's going to get that second spot from Nemechek. He did. Nemechek, who started on the outside of the front row, slots back into the third position.
Now the cars that are back there.
Here we come with the restart. It's about to get louder than a motherfucker.
Junior slipping back a little bit from the outside of the second row. He's lost 4 or 5 spots all the way down to the inside on the back straightaway, trying to pick up some spots.
Here they come.
Towards turn number 3.
Here they come, folks. Caitlin Clark.
I got it on video.
Yes. Caution, folks. Caitlin Clark car out of service. Caitlin Clark out of service.
Contact eventually being made with the 4 car.
No mas, Caitlin Clark.
What happened with Truex?
There it is.
The car still rolling, but heavy damage to the 4 of Josh Berry.
Martin Truex restarted on the outside.
Caitlin Clark is
of
driving.
2,
Damn
but
it.
shuffled back and lost
No, I'm
some
kidding.
spots through the first couple.
Nobody would ever let her drive.
The other end of the
A
race,
fucking
he's looking
gas
for some
car.
running, and there's
You're on
contact there with
crap.
Larson.
Put the beer down.
Yeah.
And contact again with Larson, and that sends Truex up out of the groove and into the outside wall.
Literally right in front of us.
Larson
Yep.
all the way down against the apron. See his car wiggle there?
You think he got into the rumble strip a little bit there, and that caused the back end of that 5 car to come out into
Rumble
that
strip.
19?
That strip right there. They have them on the same thing on the interstate. Where we drive in. Yeah.
Is the 5. And
I wonder what their
there
purpose
as the
is.
cars touch. And
See,
Truex
no,
up on the groove. Watch this. He just
Like a speed bump.
pops that outside wall and somehow keeps him coming back off it and into traffic. And then in the jam up, here's
I
the
can go
crash
over a
that got
rumble
Josh
strip
Berry.
at 100 the same as I could with no rumble strip.
When?
I don't know.
When
Well,
was
I'm not
last
going to
time
go
you were
100.
trapped?
I mean, it seemed like I wouldn't make a difference.
Bottom of this curve right there, and it looks like that's where Larson. Into that gray area, where his car
Now we got 3 more laps of caution.
Slap on the wall there, right side of that 19. Here's a view from Larson's car. Bang, they hit together there. Truex trying to fight for that inside lane. Bang, they hit again.
3 laps of caution coming up, folks.
And bang, they hit again.
Larson couldn't have gotten any lower though, or he'd have been in the grass.
Well, the fam.
Yeah.
Tough break for Truex, who we documented throughout the course of this race.
Oh, that's
has
Truex.
Really done a nice job
Martin
coming
Truex
from the back
Jr.
of the pack today.
He used to have the Bass Pro. No, that ain't Truex.
So, while the
No, he must have been part of it. That's a different driver right there.
Truex has brought his car to pit road, Hannah.
Yep.
He's definitely audibly frustrated on that radio. The team, as he was trying to make his way down to pit road, asked him what damage he could feel so far, and mainly assessing the center of his wheel. He said it's about a quarter turn off, therefore, insinuating that the toe is knocked out in that race run. So they're going to bring it down, see how much they can get fixed, and of course keeping track of the count of how long he is down here on pit road. So as of right now, that team doing the best they can to get that thing fixed and back out on pit road.
All right, Hannah, thanks. So the big rally for Truex now winds up short of desired result. No time for another big rally still left in this race if that car hasn't been damaged too bad.
Yeah,
that's
turn it
true,
in there.
Alan, but I'll tell you, I'm surprised that the car, if indeed it is going to be able to continue on. I mean, he took a pretty good hit there in that right front. And I'm almost surprised it didn't suffer more damage.
Cleaning up the oil and the gas
Well, what do you think?
on the track,
Set up
folks.
for, some more wildness, I think. Hello. Hope you're having a great day here.
Oh, yeah.
At the Speedway.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really fun to have the NASCAR Cup Series back on the Indianapolis.
You're gonna get that shit in your tires.
Brickyard 400. Great crowd turnout today.
It won't fuck with it. It'll be alright. Yeah.
Next year.
See, you don't see this kind of shit on TV, people. It's right here in front of my face.
Because you don't know how many laps of caution you're going to have. And that all plays into your fuel mileage, obviously. And we're getting ready to have a restart. And we've seen a couple of different incidents on the heels of a restart, and that's going to provide another opportunity for it right now as you see multiple cars on pit road.
So a lot of these are the cars that stopped under the last.
Oh, look,
that didn't have any track
AMR.
position. So
AMR, look.
Okay, but what's AMR?
That's a
people
branch
like
of Access to
Joy
Air.
and Jones and
GMR
Reddick
and
back
AMR.
in, heard a report that he might have had a
Wow.
loose wheel on the 45 car.
Bubba Wallace
Ryan
came as
Reese.
well.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace in again. Rear tire changer took a spill coming around the car there for Reddick.
All-Stars are the WNBA. There's AMR on that truck. I work for that company.
Tires. Give yourselves some options.
That's a branch of Access to Care. Or Access to Care is a branch of that, the AMR that's on the side of that truck that I work for. That's crazy, ain't it? I've never seen that before.
Not quite as easy as
Well, motherfuckers, pay me more money.
That's simple. So Danny Allen chooses the inside lane for the restart. John Hunter.
That's the motherfuckers, pay me more money, okay?
Ricky Stenhouse in third.
Yeah.
Chase Briscoe, Indiana's Chase Briscoe, up to fourth on the outside of that row 2. Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson. Indiana's Justin Haley at 51, lining up 8th for this restart. Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez round out the top 10. Some others that have been in fun earlier in the race that have been cycled back just a bit. Chase Elliott's running in 17th. You've got Ryan Blaney in 15th. Ty Gibbs is running in 21st. Bubba Wallace in 24th. And we're going to go green with 51 laps to go in this race.
We haven't talked a lot about Alex Bowman in that 48 car, but Bowman has finished first and third in the last 2 races. Finds himself lining up for this restart on the inside of row 3.
I don't know if you can pick up all that loudness on the microphone. It's loud as fuck in here.
What's this one going to be?
Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the greatest spectacle in racing.
Again in Indianapolis. Hamlin with another.
Here we go, folks.
As he gets away from Nemechek. Caution the wall, turn one.
Oh
Joey
boy.
Logano and Jimmy Johnson.
Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson crashed together. Just like old times, folks.
Seeing that Jimmy Johnson, the 4-time Brickyard 400.
Just like old times. Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson. Caution. Look. I love it.
But that's a lot of damage to the back end of that car. And yellow flag number 6 out of the race. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Again, they were running 11th and 12th on the restart.
Ryan Blaney got some pretty significant contact in that as well.
Caution number 6, folks.
Wow.
Blaney was almost all the way sideways. It's amazing that he was able to continue on.
And there's an AMR ambulance over there.
Is that the 77 of Motor?
They got this shit covered, don't they?
In the middle to make it 3 wide, and it was just too tight for that move.
Yes. And there was just no room to run there. And poor Joey Logano gets wrapped in the left rear and put into the outside wall and had no idea it was coming.
Indianapolis in the distance.
Yeah, no question that Joey Logano was just an innocent victim there as
Helicopters everywhere.
Got turned around, and when he got turned around, he made contact with the 22 of Logano.
There's Joey, he's out of the car.
Woo! Get on home, boy.
Good to see. That was not fun. Look at it.
There's Jimmy Johnson. Used to be the 48, now he's the 84. Came out of retirement. He should have stayed in retirement.
Hey, don't talk about Jimmy like that. Oh,
Heavy
fuck you up.
damage there to the car of Jimmy Johnson. I'm curious to get a good look at that 12 of Blaney, because it looked like Blaney got a pretty good hit as well. And speaking of that, let's get an update on the 12.
Yeah, well, Vince, Blaney's eyes in the skies right now, currently helping, doing the full evaluation as he maneuvers this racetrack. And the conversation between his crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, and Blaney, originally Hassler said, I'd like to take the gamble, come down here right now while we still have plenty of laps left, and let's take a look at maybe put some new tires on it. And Ryan, after taking it down, said, you know, I'm going to have to disagree. I think we're okay right now. I prefer to stay out here and evaluate our racetrack. So, no damage being reported. The eyes of the sky saying all things are clear and can't stay out on the racetrack.
An intact race car after facing what, about 60 degrees toward the infield at that point is pretty good.
And I think that's the trust that you see there or hear about Ryan Blaney and crew chief Jonathan Hassler. Hassler trusts Blaney. Blaney, the defending Series Cup champion. Ryan knows how his race car feels. He's been in enough races with damaged race cars to know when it's not good and you need to bring it down pit road. And so I like the communication and the trust there between Blaney and Hassler, the crew chief.
Even though I can't see, hello everybody. I cannot see.
Are you here with Josh Berry? Unfortunately, we had a tough weekend for you. Take us through what happened.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I just
With his tiny little voice.
Honestly, our car was really competitive. We just had a tough day on pit road.
Oh, that's the Canton Park car driver, Josh Berry.
Just I'm not really sure exactly what happened there, but somebody right there in front of me.
Well, the Caitlin Clark car is out of commission now, folks.
It's a tough week, but we had a couple weeks off, and we'll be back in Richmond.
We all know she's still the GOAT, though.
Good to see Josh Berry cleared from medical. So this is the third accident we've had on a restart today, which tells you something about the intensity of it and the need to gain all the spots you can as quickly as you can before the line of cars sorts out and the traffic spreads a little bit. Third restart accident today, and our 6th caution flag of this Brickyard 400.
Brickyard 400.
So again, while we have a minute on the yellow flag, reminder what's coming up here at the greatest race course in the world. In September, we'll have the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, running a 6-hour race here. The IMSA Battle on the Bricks from TireRack.com. The BC39 on the dirt track in the infield coming up late September, and the Indianapolis 8-hour race, which is also a sports car race. It's 8 hours long, races into the night here at the Speedway. IMS.com, Indianapolis Motor Speedway.com.
Here they come. Hit road strategy. His shit was backfiring.
Blaine, Dillon, Cindric, Bell, Gibbs, Smith, Wallace, Gilliland, LaJoy, Priest, Ty Dillon, and Chris Buescher all in here under this yellow flag.
Let's go, folks.
Good look at Denny Hamlin's crew finishing up their service.
Cost him a little bit of track position among the cars that came down pit road.
Oh, you're not in it. Don't worry.
We've got 47 laps scheduled left.
47 to go.
Todd Gilliland was out there for 48. Right now, you got to take into play and into consideration the number of caution laps that were run during that 48 laps that Gilliland was out, but it shows that it is possible.
Also going to take into consideration possible overtime or multiple overtime. So
overtime.
A lot of strategizing, a lot of calculating and recalculating happening down in the pit lane.
So I guess my point is it could be done from here if everything went according to plan, but so seldom does it go according to plan.
Yeah, that's for sure. So John Hunter Nemechek stays on the racetrack and takes over the lead of this race after Denny Hamlin came down the pit lane and stopped under this yellow flag. So those stops at lap 112. So it'll be Nemechek and Ross Chastain, the top two, then Alex Bowman and Justin Haley, followed by Kyle Larson.
It ain't what it used to be, though.
The cars that stayed on the racetrack.
So many people have retired
this yellow flag. And we'll have, looks like Carson Hocevar, Noah Braxton, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, Daniel Hemrick, Tyler Reddick.
That you just went through, all those drivers will have to stop again. They can't.
What's his deal? There you go.
Get to the finish from here. Leapfrog all those others that you mentioned that pitted so much earlier.
Spotters looking on. Binoculars to eyes. And the field getting the 1 to go signal and making the choose here. So we're going to go back racing with 46 laps to go in the race.
You know, you talk about those spotters and you see them all with the binoculars. They're high above turn 1, and they've got to take their driver all the way down, halfway down the backstretch before another set of spotters up on turn 3 pick them up. And you need binoculars under the circumstances.
Look at that.
That's a long way away.
Y'all see that Donald Trump shirt?
All the drivers who pitted under this yellow flag a minute ago, Ryan Blaney is going to be the first off the pit lane, and he's going to restart in 13th spot. Denny Hamlin is going to be back in 18th position for the restart, after Eric Jones just stopped and topped off the fuel here on the 1 to go.
Topped off the
So
fuel.
again, track position, strategy, the field, all jumbled up here as we're going to go racing again with another one of these charges off into turn 1.
She got a Jeff Gordon
We've
jersey
seen
down
the
there.
restarts be quite chaotic and costly for some drivers today, and at this point, you got a chance to win. You just want to get through this restart cleanly. Maybe pick up a spot or two in the process, but don't suffer any damage. And of course, that's not always in your hand.
Yeah. Coming in the restart. So Nemechek will have the race lead. He'll be the control car. Ross Chastain will be alongside. And again, there's Denny Hamlin you're right on board with. Denny's going to be all the way back in 18th place. With Ryan Blaney first off pit road of those that stopped there. Now Hamlin took 4 tires on his stop. And
Oh yeah. I can't explain the sound of these engines, man. You gotta be here to experience it. These engines sound unfucking believable.
Back to racing now with 47 laps now, 46 laps to go in the Brickyard 400. 2 wide to turn 1.
Here we go, people. Restart.
What a great drive around the outside.
Restart,
Ross
folks.
Chastain
Restart.
powering to the front.
And it's gonna get loud as a motherfucker.
So Ross Chastain goes to the lead for the first time in this race. 3 wide here going to turn number 3.
Here we go.
Can they sort it out?
Here they come around. Here they go. I never knew turning left could be so cool.
Right?
Oh, we need a shirt idea for that. With the NASCAR on it.
Still some 2 wide battles back in the pack for position.
Denny Hamlin back in 15th, hopping on the line down to the
Here they come.
They come 3 wide almost all the way to the grass. Back into the pack. That's Kyle.
No cautions, please. No cautions. Keep it going.
Chastain, Nemechek, Bowman, Larson, Elliott, Gregson, Hocevar, Reddick, Keselowski, and Justin Haley, the top 10. 3 wide going into the turn.
3 wide, people.
That's close.
Don't fuck yourself up over there.
Daniel Suarez. I believe that was.
Oh yeah. Header? No? Here they come, folks. Listen to this roar, son.
14th, Hamlin 15th. Christopher Bell is 16th. That's our Dillon. Ryan Priest is back to 20th place. Tyler Bushwood's 21st.
You never know how it's going to shake out. Ross Chastain has been open about the fact that they really struggled on Friday in practice here and was not particularly optimistic about the way their car had handled. And here he is with 42 to go, out front of the field, leading the Brickyard 400.
And Carson Hocevar, Tyler Reddick pitted at 107. Then you get back to those who just started lap 112, led by Ryan Blaney, who's in 11th.
You see the shadows of them coming. Here they go.
Second between the top two. And they're off turn number 2 and headed down the back straightaway. Here is Michael McDowell, the first strategy session here. 40 laps to go. He comes in, gets a hit on the field, and that's it. So McDowell out of pit road, top of you want to come sooner rather than later, Alan? And McDowell has started that Nemechek and Alice Bowman following. Can you do it?
I'm getting the fucking shot.
Close enough to the leader to be able to do it.
Because I'm not leaving until we're done. I'm not going down there.
Is now the race leader. Here comes Bowman off.
Oh, shit, Kyle Larson.
As Chastain rolls down the main straightaway.
Caution.
Is out. Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott on pit road ahead of the yellow flag coming out. They'll be able to make this stop and get back out on the racetrack. As Reddick comes to the attention of his crew and Elliott already there on the back end of his stop.
Motherfucker. Caution number 7, folks. And nothing happened. There wasn't no other cars around them. What the fuck happened?
And there
Nobody else around them. That's just them.
Make a big difference.
Somebody backfiring. You better take that shit to bed.
the exit of turn number 3.
Yeah, I wondered about that. With beer? Maybe. Yeah, I never. This is the first time I've ever been in here, so.
No, I know.
And sometimes that can be a minor adjustment, sometimes it's a major issue, but I'm the one that always believes that anytime you got to put the hood up, it's not a good sign.
Find out what it is they're trying to chase down on the 50-wheeler machine, but for now the hood on that car as the pace car gathers up the field behind leader Noah Braxton.
Lap zone, as you see a long line of others that are going to have to make a pit stop, but have not yet gotten to pit road before that yellow being brought out by Martin Truex Jr. They're going to have to stop before it's all said and done.
Where's that beer guy at, man?
I know.
What the fuck?
I was gonna
Are
be
you
like,
with Jimmy Johnson and Jimmy
Yeah.
unfortunately at the wrong place to vote?
Yeah, just hard racing on that. And so I wanted to assume that get crazy unfortunately.
I know. Great to see you back here in the Motor Speedway. How special was it to be back here once again?
Really special, and we were really competitive. Drove from
Jimmy Johnson's
33rd
right there
to 11th
on the screen.
Restart. So
yeah.
all in all, a really good performance. A lot for us to be proud of as an organization. Sadly, not the result for Carvana or Toyota that we wanted.
Thank you for your time. Great to see you as always.
Thank you.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jimmy did perform well today, and things didn't work out at the end of the day for him. So the Truex team trying to sort out what's going on with that machine to see if they can get Martin back in the race. Meantime, race control calling that pit road will be open this time by. So let the Jeopardy music, the final Jeopardy music begin to play here to see what the winning answer is, or the winning question, I should say. And who's going to stop and who's not.
So do you think, Alan, that the drivers that have just stopped are going to have the upper hand here to the finish, being led by Chase Elliott in that 22nd position?
It depends. It depends. They are back in traffic. So how far back in traffic? What goes on this restart in front of and around them?
I believe, though, that everyone in front of them, unless we have a significant number of caution laps, I would think that all those in front of them are going to need to pit.
Hitting going on
here. Brad Keselowski will take over the race lead.
Oh,
He
Keselowski
also last pitted at lap 102.
I think we've got a whole host of drivers, Alan, that are counting on another
I got
opportunity to
pictures
come
when
to
Colin
pit road
was
via
really
caution
little
flag.
with Brad Keselowski and Denny
Because as
Hamlin.
we
Yeah.
get ready for this restart, as we have seen, the restarts have been chaotic and certainly the tendency to bring out other caution flags, other stops, chances to save fuel, opportunity to come to pit road.
We shall be faster. The cars that we know should be the finish will be led by Chase Elliott. Pit stop at lap 24. Will the group get stopped at lap 112? Somehow, some way, get enough caution flags to go from there to lap 160. And we check downstairs with Hannah Newhouse.
We're finally getting a diagnosis on the 54 Ty Gibbs right now. The team reporting they're down a cylinder, potentially more engine issues, but making the choice to come back down. They had to re-secure a hood pin as well. So Chris Gale asked Ty, is there anything else I can do to help you out there? And he said, no, this thing simply will not run. So right now they're down power, and hopefully Ty Gibbs going to try and lift to what they can get here with that engine down a cylinder.
This is a horsepower critical place. So for Ty Gibbs, that's certainly not helpful. And we check back before the restart with AC at Medical.
All right, here with Joy Logano. Take us through what happened out there.
Yeah, it just seemed like the wreck caught up to me down in the one there. It looked like, from what I've seen, that Blaney and Hocevar were 3 wide and didn't realize it or something. And when Blaney came down, it caught Jimmy in the right rear, and then that came back up and got me in the left rear and banged into the wall. So kind of quite the bummer. That's what Mustang was.
Not enough gas.
Joey Logano after the hard crash that took care of our race back at lap 109. So the one to go signal here, and the choose, which looks like it could be shaking up the front of the field a little bit here.
Go back to what Logano said there for a moment. You know, some of the things you can control, but so much in racing is beyond your control. And that was the situation with Logano. They've done some different things strategy-wise. They worked on the race car. They felt like they were in a good position in regards to their strategy. And then something that he has no control over ends his day and takes him out of the race. And that's what you got to be careful with here in these final 30 laps of the race. For all those that are still in contention, you can control what you can control, but there's always things in this sport that are beyond your control. And if you can catch a good break or a bad break, it's going to make a difference between winning and kissing the bricks, or being disappointed at the end of the day?
Kissing the bricks, baby.
So double up for the
They do it for the Indy 500 and the Brickyard 400. And the winner of the Indy 500, they give them this, you know, the glass pints of milk with the cow on it. They give him that and he drinks it. The winner of the Indy 500. Huh? Yeah, he pours it all over like this. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what he does.
So Brad Keselowski, the race leader, Ryan Blaney was second.
It's the thing to milk that you can return for $4 redemption. You've seen those, right?
And then Zane Smith.
Yeah, with the cow on it. Yeah.
Who is in 5th position, and Hamlin is lined up 3rd on the inside row. Christopher Bell takes the outside lane. He'll be a 6th position for the restart. And again, a reminder that the first of the cars is and the 31 car of Daniel Hemrick.
There we go.
Inside and outside lanes respectively as they
restart.
Restart zone. And we watch the starter stand for the green flag. And we're
green flag, folks. Yeah, yeah. By the pagoda.
Keselowski and Hemrick double wide into the corner. Still stacked up double wide all the way back about 10 rows deep. Keselowski will get the advantage off of 1. Brad Keselowski to the lead. Ryan Blaney follows it through. Blaney in 2nd place. Back straightaway now, Denny Hamlin looking for some running room on the inside. Hamlin sliding back just over.
Here they come, folks. Here they come.
In the Brickyard 400, Keselowski, Blaney, 71 of Smith. And this Hornet's Nest back in the corner.
My favorite sound.
Yeah.
I love it. That first
Nobody's cutting anyone any slack at this stage of the race, Alan.
Gotta go. Gotta go now.
Here they come.
Clear off 2. Tyler Reddick, the big swing from outside to inside, trying to get by Ricky Stenhouse and Daniel Suarez. Reddick racing Stenhouse for 13th place in turn 3. Is up to 13th place. Chase Elliott is back in 18th.
29 laps to go.
Overtaken by his teammate Kyle Larson back there aligned. There's Michael McDowell. Remember, McDowell came in under the green flag and took a top off. He's back in 22nd place though.
You can see him back there. I don't know if that's shadows or the car. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you can't tell because they're going so fast.
This entire organization has taken a big step forward this year with the performance, really in the last couple of years, with the performance of Chris Buescher and, of course, Brad Keselowski. Keselowski winning earlier this season at Darlington. Has himself in a great position again today for possibly his 2nd Brickyard 400 win.
See him coming through. Back there. It looks like further away than it really is.
seconds behind the race leader now, in 5th position. Hamlin last stopped at lap 112.